Thomas Jefferson. I cannot live without books. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. I predict future happiness for Americans, if they can prevent the government from wasting the labors of the people under the pretense of taking care of them. Honesty is the first chapter of the book Wisdom. The legitimate powers of government extend to such acts only as are injurious to others. It does me no injury for my neighbor to say there are 20 gods or no God. It neither picks my pocket nor breaks my leg. The man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but newspapers. I sincerely believe that banking establishments are more dangerous than standing armies, and that the principle of spending money to be paid by posterity, under the name of funding, is but swindling futurity on a large scale. On matters of style, swim with the current; on matters of principle, stand like a rock. The most valuable of all talents is that of never using two words when one will do. I'm a greater believer in luck, and I find the harder I work the more I have of it. We in America do not have government by the majority. We have government by the majority who participate. I would rather be exposed to the inconveniences attending too much liberty than to those attending too small a degree of it. Our civil rights have no dependence on our religious opinions any more than our opinions in physics or geometry. History, in general, only informs us what bad government is. Nothing gives one person so much advantage over another as to remain always cool and unruffled under all circumstances. Determine never to be idle. No person will have occasion to complain of the want of time, who never loses any. It is wonderful how much may be done, if we are always doing. If a nation expects to be ignorant and free, in a state of civilization, it expects what never was and never will be. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Timid men prefer the calm of despotism to the tempestuous sea of liberty. The equal rights of man, and the happiness of every individual, are now acknowledged to be the only legitimate objects of government. It is an axiom in my mind, that our liberty can never be safe but in the hands of the people themselves, and that to the people with a certain degree of instruction. This it is the business of the state to effect, and on a general plan. Do not bite at the bait of pleasure till you know there is no hook beneath it. I was bold in the pursuit of knowledge, never fearing to follow truth and reason to whatever results they led. To compel a man to furnish funds for the propagation of ideas he disbelieves and abhors as sinful and tyrannical. Tyranny is defined as that which is legal for the government but illegal for the citizenry. I like the dreams of the future better than the history of the past. How little do my countrymen know what precious blessings they are in possession of, and which no other people on earth enjoy. The natural progress of things is for liberty to yield, and government to gain ground. I hope that we shall crush in its birth the aristocracy of our moneyed corporations which dare already to challenge our government to a trial of strength, and bid defiance to the laws of our country. He who knows nothing is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods and errors. Experience declares that man is the only animal which devours his own kind, for I can apply no milder term to the governments of Europe, and to the general prey of the rich on the poor. He who permits himself to tell a lie once, finds it much easier to do it the second time. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery.